Hey guys, Saturday morning, so we got another edition of Droppin Dimes here by TMB. Um, Last week was let's call it less than ideal. That was a complete whiff, so we're gonna try and at least do better than that. We're gonna try and sweep it, get back to 50% here. But let's start out with the corner three. My first one is Kansas -7. I know some of you guys might say this is a homer bet again, but after what they did to TCU, I think they're back. That Texas game was a fluke. I'm a believer in one of those. You take your two best and your two worst games out of the season, and the rest of it's who you are. And that Texas game is one of them that gets eliminated. So Kansas will be back playing Oklahoma. Not Kansas is more athletic at every position. They're better at every position. 7 points is just seems a little low to me, so I'm going to take Kansas on the 7. The next one I got Kentucky +4.5 at Florida. I know Kentucky hasn't done much at all this year, but what's happening today is Kerryon Brooks is coming back. He's the only player that's ever played for Kentucky before on this team, so he's back. He's going to bring some leadership to the floor. Florida's only played one game since Keontae went down, so they're still trying to figure out who they are without him. I know Kentucky's still trying to figure out who they are with all these new players too, but 4.5, I just think Kentucky, they got a little more rhythm to them. They're starting to figure things out. They're losing, but they're losing close games. So I think they have enough to stay within 4.5 points. My third one is Texas +1 against West Virginia. West Virginia's weakness has always been the outside shooting, and Texas showed against Kansas they can pressure the ball. So they're going to do that, and then they got Jericho Sims can protect the rim as well as anyone in the Big 12. So I think Texas has enough to win that game, but I'm going to take the +1 just to be safe about it, kind of hedge it a little bit. My downtown pick of the week, I'm going to go with Kansas -11.5 out of this one. Thinking about this game just brings me back to last year quite a bit, because last year Kansas loses to Baylor pretty handily at home. Dotson gets dinged up, misses the next game. Garrett runs the show. They kind of run away with it. And what happened after that? Kansas didn't lose again at all. So this year, Texas puts it to them at home. Garrett gets dinged up, sits out the TCU game. They kind of handle that one fairly easily. And now he's probably going to be back. Kansas isn't going to lose again this year. Yeah, they're not. And then my parlay of the week, my full court press. I'm looking at another round robin here. Actually, I got two of them. We mixed in some football for wild card Saturday and Sunday, but I got my corner three in there. But I'm also throwing in Creighton over 159 simply because it's Creighton and the over, and I will ride that until I die. Even though they missed a couple games, they're back. And the Citadel over 156. Same reason. I can't see a Citadel over and not bet it. And it's been very profitable for me the last couple of years, so I'm throwing that in there too. And then the other full court press round robin, I got throwing some football in. We got Tampa Bay Buccaneers -8. Tom Brady is just going to show why he's still the GOAT. And then we're going to go get back into basketball here with Ohio State at Rutgers. Ohio State +4. Then Duke against Wake Forest. Duke -12.5. That's if they play this game. I'm still holding out hope Duke calls off the season, and I'm not giving up hope on that ever. They will cancel the season at some point. But since they're playing today, -12.5 against Wake Forest. Virginia under 132. And then Texas Tech getting a little confidence booster going up against Iowa State, taking Texas Tech -7.5. So that's the Droppin Dimes card for today. If you want to get more on the NFL wildcard action this week, head over to themessageboard.net to the podcast tab and check out what we had for Droppin Dimes last night. And then for you golf fans, we got a little something coming up for you in the next couple weeks. Keep an eye out for that. Follow us on Twitter, messageboard.net. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. See you guys next week.